All upon your name, O Lord.
Ah, yes. Our discussion about God and free will was quite fascinating. We were exploring the idea of whether omnipotent God could allow for free will to exist, given that God would know with certainty all of the future decisions we would make. Great. Let's pick up where we left off. I recall we were talking about the concept of free will in relation to the existence of an omnipotent God. Can you remind me about your thoughts on this topic? Interesting perspective. So you believe that free will is given to us by God as a sort of test. If free will is a test, then what is the purpose or end goal of this test? Is there a specific objective that God is trying to achieve by giving us the ability to make our own decisions and choices? So, if God is testing us with free will to see our obedience, it implies that there is a specific outcome or standard that God is looking for. Do you believe that there is a certain level of obedience that God expects us to achieve in order for us to pass this test of free will? I see. So not only does God want to see our obedience, but also our moral character, or whether we choose to do good or evil. This brings up another question then. If God already knows with absolute certainty what choices we will make in the future, then how can our choices really be free? Interesting point. So, you're saying that even though God may know the future, He doesn't actively intervene in our decisions and allows us the freedom to change our path if we wish. This still leaves the question, though, if God knows our future, does this not affect the concept of free will? If God already knows what choices we will make, then aren't our actions predetermined in some sense? Ah, I see. So you're saying that there is a bigger picture or cycle of consequences, karma, reincarnation, learning from mistakes, that each soul must go through in order to reach enlightenment. This means that even if God knows what choices we will make, our choices are still part of a larger process of spiritual growth and development. This raises another question then. If God is all-knowing, then does this mean that God knows which souls will ultimately reach enlightenment and which will not? If God knows everything, then He must know this as well, correct? This is an interesting point. So, you're saying that maybe God does not directly intervene in our actions, but instead has angels or other spiritual beings that act as guides or protectors to help us make better choices. But if God is all-knowing and all-powerful, could He not simply direct the course of events to ensure that all souls reach enlightenment? Okay, so God does not directly interfere, but let me ask you this. If God is all-knowing, then doesn't He already know which souls will reach enlightenment and which won't, even before He created these souls? So you're saying that even if God knows how a soul's journey will turn out, each soul still has the potential or hope to reach enlightenment? That's an inspiring perspective.